Okie dokie. So, I wanted to make a video here, basically asking from support from anybody that feels like supporting what I do. So, as a good sub of mine, R. Jenkins, thank you, brother, recommended, you know, a lot of these, a lot of YouTube channels that are labeled fake news, you know, are being demonetized and are looking for other places, basically, right? And those of you who've been with me for a while, you remember how I started out. I had a really crappy cell phone, and I used the camera on that. You know, it's basically when you watch the videos, it looked like you were really drunk or something, all blurry and wobbly and everything, you know, like trying to make it through a hallway when you got to take a leak and you're totally, you know, shit-faced. But I thought, well, I've got ideas and I want to put them out there. They might help people, right? And that's what I did. And, you know, those old videos are still up there. And, you know, I've kept up with it. I quit for a while, for about 1.5 years, then I got back to it, you know. I'd still get comments on stuff. I didn't post anything for, like I said, almost 1.5 years. And I still answer questions when people posted them, and I got back into this. Now, I came back because I thought, you know, hey, I need to do this. I may be able to help people. Some people might like my ideas, you know. Some people will learn. I'll learn from other people. I don't pretend to know it all, right? I'm self-taught. I just do a lot of problem solving, think on things, and, you know, that's about it. But, as you know, mainstream media, you know, they have a certain narrative. They don't tell you what's going on, right? Now, me, I'll tell you what I believe is going on, you know, what they don't tell you. For example, you know, those of you who've been with me for a while, remember when old Warren Buffett sold off gold? For those of you gold bugs out there like me, 2011, old Warren Buffett sold off gold. It made it on every news and it was in the papers. Now, a week later when he bought it all and then some back, right? Everything he sold and then some after the price dipped because word got out that he sold it. Well, nobody really reported that. I did. I told people, hey man, stick in there. You know, you want to do what these guys are doing behind the scenes, right? Look at what's going on behind the curtains, man. You remember, I'm on here, Fast and Furious. The media is telling you there's too much gun violence and blame it on the Second Amendment. And me and other YouTubers are up here telling you about how it's Uncle Sam, right, selling guns, untracked guns, to drug dealers, the drug cartel, getting people killed on both sides of the border, and blaming it on the Second Amendment, right? I'm up here, you know, telling people about that, and I'm not with the mainstream media, you know, the narrative here. You remember, with the NSA, they're out there, they're spying on everybody, word gets out, and Obama's saying, well, that there was only, what, 7 or 8 court orders for spying, for wiretaps. And what did I say? I go on there, along with others. Yeah, I was saying that, you know, there are only 7 or 8 warrants, but all those warrants, those 7 or 8 warrants, were for millions and millions of Americans, right? So you divvy up the 350 million between what? It was 7 or 8 wiretaps? Well, you know, hey, man. Now, I was out there saying that kind of stuff. So I don't fit with the narrative, right? That's just the way it is. And I think it's important. You know, if you don't support me, that's fine. But support channels like this, right? Now, I'll be honest. I'm never going to be a Nut and Fancy, a Southern Prepper 1, a Such, a Canadian Prepper, right? I'm always going to be just a guy doing what I do. Giving my opinions out, right? I believe in what I say. I think things may get bad. I don't want people to see, you know, to basically know I have stuff here if they ever look into it, things get bad. And that's why I do this. I practice what I preach. I believe in what I'm saying, right? I'm just an average guy making videos, getting my ideas out. And if others want to help, you know, like Jenkins had recommended, hey, there's guys out here, we want to leave you a little tip, right? They can help you. And like I said, I'm just a regular guy regular job with a family, trying to do what I can with what I have, like everyone else, like all the other guys out there, right? Now, what I've been doing is, as you see, I've monetized. What do I do with that monetization? Well, the high point, this camera, right? I had an old crap cell phone camera I used for the longest time. I bought this camera with the money from the ads, right? The high point that I reviewed on, the stuff that I needed, some of the lamps and stuff that I buy, right? I use the funds for this to recycle back into the channel or preps for my family, and then I recommend what I think is a good idea for y'all, right? That's what I do. So those of you who want to just make a, PayPal donation, there's a link in the description bar, and I'm going to post that up real quick. You can check it out. I'll leave a screenshot. And then, as Jenkins recommended, Patreon. And I didn't know about this. I'm the last to know about anything, man. But that's where a lot of these truther channels are running to, to get funding to keep them going. And I'm on there too. There's a link in the description bar. If you feel like contributing, hey man, I'd appreciate just $1 a month. That's fine. And like I said, you see what I'm going to do with the money, right? And who knows? I might even throw it in the beer to make videos. I always like to have a couple cold ones when I do these, right? That's just who I am. And hopefully, those of you watching, crack open a cold one when you see one of my posts. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Like having a beer with a friend, talking in a bar, just sharing ideas. That's kind of what the point is behind that. Also, I recommend items, SHTF items that I own myself. If you look in the description bar, I use the Amazon links, and it's like 2% or 3%, something like that. But I recommend items that I own myself, stuff that I'm going to rely on, for my family. As you saw in my bug out bag videos, that flashlight, right, the tarps, all that stuff. In the bug out bags are like, the emergency lights, shake lights, the wind up radios and stuff. I own that stuff. I recommend to you what I own, right? That's what I do. I practice what I preach, right? Now, like I said, if you want to leave a link, I'm going to leave a link in the description bar to Patreon. If not, join it yourself. That's cool too. If you're one of these channels, truther channels, man, join them, right? Anyway, another thing for those of you, I started in the precious metals. Those of you who followed me, I'm a strong supporter in precious metals. Now, a little controversial, but gold money. If you want to have a gold-backed bank account, right? There's a link in there. You'll get up to 5% bonus if you use that link, right? I think get like $1 or something like that. But anyway, again, I have a gold money account. I own it. I recommend it. I practice what I preach, right? Scottrade, well, I own a few stocks. I don't throw all my money into that. As I learned that, you want to own something real, diversify. I own a lot of precious metals. I have a majority of what I own in precious metals, but I don't keep everything in one basket. So I have a small portion in stocks that I see rising that pay dividends, mining and oil stocks. And I have money in gold money, which for those of you who believe in that, there's a link. And if you don't believe in that, hey, that's cool, right? I'm not going to impose my beliefs onto you. You do what you like, and that's cool. Now, ways that you can help me that cost absolutely nothing. Man, you guys, if you see an advertisement that you're interested in, feel more than free to click on that, man. You see something you like, hey, man, there's a, 45% cut, and the money is not much. I'll tell you that now, man. But I save it up, and I use it to buy, the budget firearms, budget gear. Remember that $50 bug out bag, the ultimate $50 bug out bag. Like 45, 50 items in there. Like 45 items in there. Some of it free, some I bought. But I don't think you're going to find a better budget bug out bag out there for $50, man. Right? That's what I did with that money. Right? And that was just for that video. You know, it does help when you click the like button, when you share the videos with somebody that might be on board, right? Say there's a video that you like, particularly that you like, that you agree with. Share that video with others, right? They might like it, they might come over, you know, grow the channel, get the word out. I believe the more people we can prepare, the less, I guess, the less chaos it'd be if there was never a shit hit the fan, right? What is it, like 2% at best of the U.S. are preppers? So, I mean, if it's 1%, then for every one, there's 99%, you know, 99% that are not, right? 2% at best, well then, you know, 50 to 1. That's not good. But if we can get the word out, maybe we can get more preppers on board. I'm not going to change the world, but hey, you know, every little bit helps. If I can help a few people get prepared, that's a little bit easier for everybody else. That's a few more desperate people out there, right? That are going to do anything and everything they need to do to survive and not thinking about consequences, right? So another thing, if there's a video you like, man, hit the like button, share it on prepper or survivalist sites, man, right? If there's something you agree with, you think made sense, you liked it, post that there and let other people hear these ideas. I'm just a small-time guy, man, right? I'm not retired military with a big pension and I have all this land and stuff to clear out. I'm just your average guy trying to do what I can. And again, the way, you know, if you want to help me with equipment and items to review and recommend, you know, if I like them, I recommend them. If not, I don't. Because like I say, I think that, you know, somebody's life may depend on that. So I'm not going to sell out for some, you know, for $1 or $2. I mean, come on now, man. But if I like it, I'll recommend it. And if I don't, well, then I just, you know, get rid of it, sell it off or something, just give it away, right? But I'll use the money for, like I said, this camera here. Man, that old camera, I still have that cell phone. It's all wobbly and crappy, but hey, I threw the money into a camera, threw the money into a bipod. I throw the money into a little bit of brewski, I'll be honest with you. That's part of my, what I do. Right? High point, the budget bug out stuff, and even some of the stuff in my real bug out bag. Right? Like, hey, you know what? This is worth it. This was inexpensive. I try to look for inexpensive, you know, options, budget options, stuff that you can do to stretch your dollar and get ready. And whatever you can do for free, you know, I'm always talking that too, right? Go and get food grade containers free from grocery stores and bakeries and clean them out, right? You can use that for water. I'll show you how to make emergency water filters if need be. Whatever you can do for free, do for free. When you got to spend, make the most out of your money. That is what this channel is about, right? And I don't know it all. I learned a lot from you guys. You guys got some good ideas. And I've tried to help out a couple of new channels start up. You know, some of them still in the works, but we'll see. I try to grow this community to grow the percentage of preppers out there. And I'm not going to change the world, but if I can get a few more people on board, you know, hey, why not? It was something. If I can save, you know, a family, a couple families, or make a lot of the families out there life a little less hard during SHTF, then I've accomplished something. Anyway, links to Patreon in the description bar. Items that I personally recommend are in that description bar as well. There's the PayPal donation if you guys want to. If not, that's cool too. You know, I always appreciate the tip. And any advertisement you like, feel more than free to click on, you know, anything that you're interested in. Anyway, that's up for me. And again, hopefully you guys are cracking open a cold one when you watch these videos. That's why I have a beer when I do these. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm out.